Hey guys, how you guys doing today? Today we're going to talk about the easiest way to make yourself wealthy as a young person. This is something that is kind of passed over in school and never answered. Today we're going to talk about compound interest. Now, this is something that isn't a great get rich quick scheme as a lot of people like, but I promise that at the end of it, you'll be a millionaire. If you're 20 years or older and have a few extra dollars laying around, invest it into the S&P 500 index. This index fund has averaged out to bring a 7.2 return with dividends reinvested. This means that in 30 years, your $1 will be worth $30. That is obviously adjusted for inflation, so that money will have the same buying power in the future that it does right now. Again, this isn't a get rich quick scheme. I know it sounds pretty easy, and it is pretty easy, but it all comes with the dedication of constantly putting your money in, putting the money that you make from it back in, and then looking at it in the future. It's just about the importance of investing as much as you can, as early as you can, as often as you can. Think of every purchase as that future value. So think of that $1 as a $30. So that $5 coffee is worth more like $50 in the future. That $80 dinner is worth more like $800 in the future. When you think of things that way, you begin to question if certain purchases are really worth it to you. This helps you make sure that you focus your money on the things that really bring you the most enjoyment versus a large payout in the future. The only thing you really need to remember is to just invest your money. Invest it as early as you can, as consistently as you can, as long as you can. Just keep saying that to yourself and you'll see. Doing this and saying these things are kind of two different things, and I kind of touched on that a little bit before. But everyone wants that instant gratification. Everyone wants to start a business today and start making money within 3 months, 6 months, right? Well, 6 months for a lot of people is a long time. They want to make money now. Honestly, it's just something that never really gets done. Everyone wants instant gratification, and once you try to use that to kind of pave yourself out in life, it just doesn't work. So the only way you can really do it is just by long term work. You have to achieve this wealth, kind of in a different way than you probably may expect. And achieving wealth seems a lot easier or a lot harder depending on the type of person that you are, or who the type of person that, or the type of people that you've spoken to. This is exactly why millions and millions of people end up just going in the wrong direction because you just don't really know where to go. I don't ever recommend trying to time the market if this is something that you're trying to do, because just waiting for another crash or trying not to buy at a high is something that doesn't really matter when you're trying to do long-term investing. We're going to keep buying, we're going to keep buying, we're going to keep buying. And honestly, if you just kind of look at it like I'm going to buy the dip, you'll never buy, because there's always going to be a dip to somebody else. I'm definitely not sponsored by any of these. None of these videos are sponsored, obviously. This video may seem a little bit boring, but it honestly is the real way to get wealthy. It's the easiest way to get wealthy without thinking that you have to be, Gary Vee. You don't have to be this crazy mogul, this crazy business person to be fine in the future, to have a perfectly okay retirement. You don't need to be. You just need to be smart, especially in your 20s while you're young, to make that money flourish. And I say in your 20s especially because if you are cutting out 10 years of investing, you get $6,000 a year to invest into your Roth IRA, and in those 10 years, that's $60,000. So $60,000 times three is $180,000, and just money that would have been missed in investing as far as what the interest would have done for it. So now that interest is working 10 years less, and that money is compounding at 10 years less rate, and you're not getting as much money for the future. So make sure that you're utilizing your youthfulness, utilizing your 20s, and probably a lack of bills in some cases to be able to invest and set yourself up for the future. I'm young. I'm only 21. So I'm just giving advice on things that I'm personally doing, things that I've seen personally work for other people. And I promise that after watching this, you'll hear that little voice in your head telling you to do the same thing. And if you don't, in probably like 5 years or so, you'll just say, hey, like, I've been meaning to do that and I've just fallen behind on it. And that's not going to be good because you're just going to look back, like I said, and just be kind of upset at yourself because it was a lot easier than you thought it was. All you have to do is just keep putting it away, keep putting it away. Remember that you want to have whatever you want in the future. You want to have a retirement where you don't have to go back into the workforce. So do this. You want to have a retirement where you want to travel or spend it on your grandkids or anything like that. You need to do this. I hope you guys really like this video. I know, like I said, it's not the quickest way to get money. It's not the quickest way to get rich, but it is the most surefire way. So let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know if you guys are going to actually do this. I'm really interested, and I would love to see what you guys are investing in. If it is outside of the S&P 500, I would love to see it. Yeah, just let me know, and I hope you guys have a great one. Stay tuned for the rest of the videos, and I'll see you on the next one.